Yo, my peoples, what's up? Welcome to the One Stop Co-op Shop. Jason here, and today I have a playthrough of Now Boarding. Now Boarding is the cooperative game for 2 to 5 players from Fowers Games, designer Tim Fowers, where we will be taking airplanes. We are pilots of an airplanes. We're going to be picking up passengers. We're going to be taking them all around, and we got to take all these passengers from their origin to their destination and before time runs out. And yes, it is a timed game. I will be playing with the timer. Normally, it's a 2-player game, but I'm going to be playing two-handed. A solo game of this one. So this one came out a couple of years ago, I think around 2017. It's an excellent game. I really like Now Boarding. Didn't get a lot of play. I don't know if people were into the real time of it, maybe a little bit easy, but I thought this game was completely fabulous. And I happen to have Burgle Brothers 2 coming from Fowers Games. That'll come up on very soon on the One Stop Co-op Shop. But since I was thinking about Tim Fowers, I'm like, you know what? Now Boarding has never been on the One Stop Co-op Shop, so let me go ahead and put it on right now. If you are new to the One Stop Co-op Shop, please like our video, subscribe to the channel. We have a Patreon. Please consider a contribution, whether it's with your hard-earned cash or just show up to our Discord, participate in the conversation. We'd love to have you. We have a podcast. The One Stop Co-op Shop has all your needs for solo and co-op, for the brand new hotness, and for games that have fallen through the cracks but are gems nonetheless. So let me go ahead and show you how it plays and then get to the table and play Now Boarding. Alright, so Now Boarding at the end of the day is a pick up and deliver game. It's an airplane game, of course. You're picking up and dropping off passengers from their origin to their destination. That is going to be the main part of the game, and it is done in real time. Here are my planes. I have 2 planes laid out for a 2-player game. The board does flip over for larger player counts, but I'm only playing 2 players, so we have the smaller board with less cities. So then during the real-time phase, I'm going to take my airplane, which corresponds to the player board, and I'm going to be picking up passengers. So this passenger started off in Atlanta, and all these cards mean where they go for the origin. So then I turn over the card during the real-time phase, so I don't exactly know where the passengers are going except for the first round. Turns out this guy wants to go to San Francisco. So I load him up on the plane, and then I turn my plane around and I figure out the best way to get there. Looks like that's the most direct route, so my speed is 3. 1, 2, 3. That is going to be my entire turn for the real-time phase. And then obviously this orange one is going to want to go to Denver. Oops, sorry about that. And it's going to take Denver, and then go 1, 2, 3, and it actually dropped them off at Denver because it was able to reach it. Once passengers are dropped off, they get money. So then I'm going to be able to put that to the side and then buy upgrades in between phases. So that is occurring in real time. The beginning is going to be very easy, very few passengers, but then we're going to be going through the morning, afternoon, and evening phase. More and more cards are going to come out. It's going to get more and more crowded, more and more hectic, and I'm going to have to coordinate between my 2 planes to get all these passengers to where they're going. So then buying upgrades is pretty cool. So eventually I'm going to be able to get multiple passengers. I'll stack them up and then save them for a purchase. So then, as you can see, I have the card flipped over. This was the pre-flight plan for the setup, and now I have the upgrades. Temporary upgrades are here. I could spend $2 or $1 if I want this one to get temporary upgrades. These go away if I want +1 seat to carry additional passenger or +1 speed to get where I'm going just a bit faster. But there are other upgrades as well. I can upgrade my cabin. So I would be able to, let's get out of here. Passenger, I would be able to upgrade my cabin. All of a sudden, look at that, I got a bigger plane. I can also make my plane faster by 1, and if I purchase another one, by 2. And I'll be going 5. And eventually I'm going to be flying all over the place. And in addition, you notice that there are colors along the area. So like this plane can go along the green and the white. It cannot go along, for example, the purple. In order to get the purple, I would have to get a purple upgrade. So then I would be able to add that to my ship or my plane. And now the plane can go green and purple to try to get passengers to where they're going. These are going to come out faster and faster, so eventually when I get to the evening phase, there's going to be 3 of these cards coming. So believe me, I'm going to want to use as many of these upgrades as possible. Let's say I had ignored this person over here. This is too long a flight, Atlanta to San Francisco. Are you kidding me? No good. So then if I don't pick up a passenger, they get anger cubes. And eventually they are going to get, if they get 4 anger cubes, and they're just sitting there at the airport, they're going to go in what they call the complaint pile. The complaint pile is basically a lose condition. If 3 passengers ever get into the complaint pile, you lose the entire game. So you have to deliver a lot of passengers. Other elements that you see on the board over here, you have the weather deck. So the weather is going to put up small obstacles. So then the first, if I pull this at the beginning of each round, so morning, afternoon, evening, it would say between Denver and Atlanta has a weather event, and the weather event is one of 2 things. It's either it takes away a dot or it adds a dot. So if I put the weather here, the airplane would be able to skip a dot. And if I had to put the weather here, then the flight would have to take a little bit longer, turbulence going through. So it just kind of mixes up the board from round to round. And finally, I am playing with a variant because I think that this variant adds a lot of spice to the game. A lot of folks play this and they don't play with this variant, and they're like, this game isn't that exciting. Well, here you go. Here is what really wrinkles up the puzzle. These are VIPs. I will be able to choose certain passengers to get a VIP card, and that gets an extra condition. So there's some cards in here that they have to be picked up immediately, or they have to fly alone. A couple of different conditions over here. So not only do I have to deliver all these passengers, there are going to be VIPs that I need to make happy. And of course, there is the sand timer. This is the 30-second sand timer. For a regular 2-player game, you use the 15-second sand timer. So there are different ones. Because I'm playing solo 2-handed, I'm going to be using the 30-second sand timer, flying both planes. All right, those are the rules. On to now boarding. All right, so I am now set up for a game of now boarding. So I am playing a 2-handed solo. So instead of the 15-second timer, which is recommended for a regular 2-player game, using a 30-second timer, just to give myself a little bit more of a break. All right, so I have my orange plane, which is set up at LAX over here. I also have my green plane, which is set up at Atlanta. The rules specify that every plane and the player count starts with either a seat upgrade or a speed upgrade. In a 2-player game, you do start with these upgraded paths. So normally, if I wanted to go this plane, they wanted to travel along this purple route, then they wouldn't be able to. But they can travel along the red route, which is a thing that a higher player count would be able to do. Lower player counts, they give you more pathing options. I have dealt out the initial 2 cards, fresh deal. Those start face up, and then 1 card per turn in the morning will start feeding into the board, and then 2 cards, and then 3 cards afternoon and evening. Finally, we have the weather tokens. So between Denver and DFW, we have some stormy weather, extra points, and then between Denver and Atlanta, which I think should help me out right away, I have more smooth weather. All right, I believe that is it. Let us begin.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
And time. All right, so now, as you can see, so I was able to deliver LAX to Denver, which is nice and easy. And this is the key of the game. So I got San Francisco over here. That's a cross-country flight. It's normally very difficult, but with some coordination, the cooperation and planning, we can, link up and have flights to go from here to there, which is an amazing aspect of this game. So we do have 1 leftover passenger who was unattended. They get an anger cube. That is no good. If they get 4 of those, they're out. So not going to make sure that does not happen. Another card for LAX. And here we go again.
Audio Jungle.
that turn was fairly simple. The beginning rounds are very, very simple. This will get a lot harder. I did play with, during the planning phase, having green go pick up LAX, the card that was going to be over here, and have it fly kind of the long way over. But then I decided, you know what? Even though this is a pain in the butt to go get, and they are going to get another anger cube, this is the faster one. It's not that big a deal. I'll just scoop her up, and then hoped that this plane, which was bigger, would be able to swoop up more passengers. That plane's going to Miami, and it so happens that the next deal is also LAX, so it looks like I'm going to have the capacity to pick up both these passengers. All right, let us make it happen again.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
And time. All right, so that would poor Miami person is going the exact wrong way up to San Francisco, but I think I'm just going to hold on to her for now so that she doesn't build up anger. I have the room, and San Francisco is going to head up here. I'm going to be able to get a nice dollar. I already have $6 over there, so $7 would be a pretty sweet upgrade. All right, so we are going to get to the afternoon phase right now. All right, we have the afternoon round. So I put out 2 cards instead of 1, so now I have to deal with some more of picking up passengers and all that. Number 2, I also got 2 new weather events. So this one was from San Francisco to LAX, which is right plopped on top of what I was doing. However, the rules specifically say, either it's the rules or the errata, that I could choose the dot. So I'm going to choose the forward dot, of course, and make progress there. And then from Denver to O'Hare, got some smoother weather over there. I think that'll benefit me. All right, so now I'm going to have to, be on my P's and Q's, turn those 2 cards over, and make it all happen. Let's do it.
Audio Jungle.
Done in time. That's still easy, but it is getting a little bit harder to kind of make everything happen. So Green was able to deliver their first passenger to Dallas Fort Worth, getting themselves a cool $3. I have a lot of passengers that are going to be dealt with. Looks like by Orange Plane, because everything's kind of like either coming this way or going that way. Green Plane is gonna figure out what they're doing, but that's what more cards are for. Looks like Green is going to be able to take care of that and occupy themselves that way, and then Orange will figure all that out. Let's begin.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
And time. All right. So I was able to demonstrate something there that is actually kind of the key to winning this game, is not only kind of coordinating flights, but kind of breaking up movement. So I had moved Orange 1 because I noticed that Orange had a Miami passenger that I thought was going to just be in flight hell for a little while. But then I noticed I have the flight path permission over here for Green. So Green just took a little bit of a detour, took Miami, was going to head to Miami anyway, to pick up this passenger, no matter what it was. Happens to be Atlanta. That helped me a lot. I went the wrong way. Sorry, I went a little bit of a longer way. Meant to go this way. That's real time. I got to keep that. And that person over here, I'm going to be able to go over with this guy, pick O'Hare up, and make that happen. So, in order to facilitate that, I have enough for an upgrade. So the first speed upgrade is only $5, so we are definitely going to do that for Orange. That's right, plane is looking a little bit mightier. And then eventually, because of these other upgrades that are coming in, Green will be able to upgrade fairly soon. right, and done. So I had pre-planned a lot of that. LAX, wow, that is really working out for me. Starting with the 2 passengers and having a very heavy passenger load kind of in the west over there is really working out to my benefit. So these passengers are getting a little bit angrier, but I'm on the way, people. I'm on the way. All right, so I've dealt out 2 cards, San Francisco and O'Hare. I think it's kind of working out for me. The game's leading in my favor because I got the extra passenger upgrade early for orange, and there's been a lot of passengers over there. Fortunately, I have to go through this weather, but I've been taking advantage of this too. That's kind of the wrinkle of the game. So I clearly know what I'm doing with orange. I'm going to drop them off over there, and something good's going to happen. I think I'll be able to hold on to these or take care of them in just a bit. Sorry, O'Hare person, you're going to get a little bit angrier, but I'm going to take care of you. This is a slam dunk. I know exactly what I'm doing over here.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Time. So this O'Hare person's like, what's going on? Oh boy. So that's all not so great. And well, you know, that is going to get taken care of. This messed me up a little bit, but that's okay. These are actually the last cards of the round. So I have a feeling I know what I'm going to be doing there. All right, fun times, fun times. Here comes some upgrades. I have $9 to spend, and according to the upgrade chart over here, the 3rd seat costs $9. I have $9 exactly. So let's make this plane even bigger. Jumbo plane, heck yeah. Okay, looking good there, plane. 3 sections. This plane, I have a lot of options for upgrades, but what I think I'm going to do is use this 7. I could you know, add a seat or whatever, but I think what I want to do is I want to do a route upgrade. So this plane, I want to bring this to San Francisco. Pick up the San Francisco one, but also get it over to orange. The red path is in the way. So I could make it faster or take the long way, but I think I'm going to skip all that and get a route upgrade. So now I can use red to bring this passenger over here because we need this plane to be at Denver. 2 cars at Denver. This big old jumbo jet is going to be over here eventually. So spent all my money. We'll see if that was a wise use of resources.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
And done. Everyone's converging on Denver. Everybody's on a plane. These 2 are getting angrier, but you have planes coming, people. Leave me alone. All right, on to round 3. All right, here we go. Round 3. Looks like there's weather around Dallas-Fort Worth, just to show the local weather. Sure, why not? Dallas-Fort Worth to Atlanta has stormy weather, but right on the other side, in the Great Plains of the United States, LAX, the DFW, has some nice even wind. So this looks like it'll just balance out. I'll just have to be careful of that. Dealt out 3 cards for the evening phase. I have planes coming to Denver. There's going to be a massive transfer. Do the best that I can to take care of all the passengers. All right, so let us see how it goes.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
So thank goodness I have these passengers that are just this one going to O'Hare is just quietly doing her thing. So this works out for me. I have be able to deliver a passenger to DFW with the upgrade over here. Probably going to head down to Miami. And I also have this LAX passenger over here. I could probably pick them up just to not make them mad. Although picking them up would require that I upgrade the seat, a temporary seat, to pick them up. What I might just do is just kind of like pick them up and bring them over here because they all have to go that way. Have a whole lot of business over here, so I have to really decide what I want to do with this plane. All right, let's see how I do.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Time. Okay, so I actually had some pretty interesting choices over here. What I chose to do was just take care of the LAX passenger that was at. Oh, sorry. That's what I meant. Sorry about that. That particular retcon, come on now, please. So this person is in Atlanta. They get an anger cube. This one gets an anger cube, and they're going to get taken care of. Okay, so I have this this plane is going to take care of these two. This plane just took a little bit of a break. Don't believe your lying eyes. I definitely took the LAX passenger over here, so I'm probably going to do a little bit of that here, and then this plane is probably going to go this way. But then watch, I'm going to deal out some planes, going to ruin all of my plans. Or maybe not. A lot of stuff happening in Denver. So I'm ready to go. I just checked after this. There's 6 rounds left, so I really need to be careful. I am at mid-game. I'm not quite at the end yet. So still got to mind my P's and Q's. All right, here we go.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Done. Okay, this one is of concern. Probably the most concern is this one to San Francisco, but I have green coming over there eventually. Doesn't have enough seats. Really needs more seats. That's the first thing I'm going to buy when I disembark. Next turn is more seats to take care of passengers here. Got this big old jumbo jet, and I got a big payoff coming soon. And I also have some decent upgrades. So this is 3, 5, 7. I'll keep that 1Z over here. And 7 is faster plane. So now this plane can go 5 spaces, and that's going to come in handy because I have a lot to do. All right, here we go.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Time. All right, I really got a lot done over there. So I kind of set collected a little bit. Got 2 O'Hare cards together and cashed them in at the same time. That's kind of how you win the game. Is you almost like form sets of passengers so you can get a lot done at once. And I'm doing the same thing with Miami over here. Eventually, this plane is going to lumber along and drop things off of Miami. But I'm good for now. This plane needs a little bit of help, but I was able to nab this plane, the passenger to San Francisco before they got angry and left. Very, very nice. And I also have enough. 2, 4, 6. I am going to Sorry about that. I am going to get I'm going to try to make room on the screen a little bit. I'm going to try to get another seat. And with the change, because you don't keep the change, I'm going to get a speed upgrade. Let's get some cards dealt out. O'Hare, LAX, and Atlanta. Atlanta is becoming a hotbed of activity. So I bought the extra seats, and now I can put the LAX passenger over there. I think I know exactly what's going to happen there. And then, these people are already out, so they should get anger cubes. The other thing I'm going to do is for this other plane, which has just been cleaning up a lot of upgrades. The speed upgrade, the going up to 6 speed is 9, and that is exactly how much I happen to have over here. So then 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. And for the sake of the camera, I'm just going to put it alongside over here. So that adds up to 6. I have 6 speed. Watch what I can do now.
Audio Jungle.
Just in time. Just in time. This one flew into the headwinds and did not quite make it to Dallas-Fort Worth. Oops. That's what happened. Sorry, they linked up in Miami. That's an illegal move, so I can definitely justify just correcting the illegal move. So then saw an opportunity to come down here and pick up all this West Coast stuff here. So then I just used a speed upgrade to get down to Miami. The other thing I did was I used the variant, which is a cooperative variant. When 2 planes are in the same city and there's cash-ins, then the money can go to either plane. So this plane could use some more upgrades. This plane is looking real good. So I just gave it over to here, and I have potential upgrades for this plane, which is excellent. I did not take advantage. It just flew down. I was planning to go up here. I think I messed it up a little bit. I was planning to make it a little bit further. Whatever. I think I'm okay. Got some angry passengers over there, but they're coming. Gonna swoop up this way and drop off a lot of passengers. Feeling pretty good about that. Some more. Wow. Some more Miami. Well, maybe it worked out that orange is hanging out there. All right. So here is $7. $7 would get me a speed upgrade, and I think I want a speed upgrade because I think I'm going to do a little bit of ferrying this way. I still have the temporary speed boost, which I'm probably going to use this coming turn. Actually, you know what? I don't need a speed upgrade right now. I'm just going to hold on to this and save up for another seat. I have a feeling that because this is so crowded and I have DFW over here, I'm gonna need the extra seat. So I'm going to hold out. I don't know when that's going to happen. Oh, we shall see. All right, here we go.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Oh, it's getting harder and harder. Oh man. But I think I got everything done that I wanted to. So this passenger is going to Atlanta. Those are getting a little bit more mad, but I'm coming, people. I'm coming. And these passengers just got here, so I'm doing pretty good there. Lucked out a little bit. This Dallas-Fort Worth person was going to Miami, so I was able to come down to Miami, left Denver over there. Perfectly fine. I'm going to figure out how to pick them up in a little bit. And I have a DFW passenger, 2 DFW passengers, so I'm probably going to make Orange go here, take advantage of this good weather. Picked up a DFW that was sitting at Miami, so I'm probably going to be able to do that. But I have some busy stuff over here. So at this point, I might have to cut my losses a little bit. This is getting a little bit much to handle because more and more passengers are coming. Okay, I'm going to use this $9. $9 is the price for a third seat. I am well aware, people, the board is getting further and further away as I'm improving these planes. We got 3-seaters. My goodness, these planes are huge. We got upgraded over here. This plane is slower, but it has the additional route. This plane is just rocketing along. Fabulous stuff. All right, we are careening towards the end game. Here we go.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Little bit of sand left. Done. Wow. Cleaned off a lot. Not a lot of angry passengers whatsoever. Atlanta is angry, but I have a green plane with your name written on it, sir. Don't be mad. I really did a good number. Kind of wiped out the West Coast. It's all flying over here. Wow, this one should have been delivered already. So that is another one. Probably going to pick up these two. I have a lot of options and upgrades. I'm having a really, really good game over here. Also have additional... The game's reminding me that it is not quite done by putting so much emphasis on DFW. I think I have a plan of attack laid out. Once again, Orange just has a swimming in money. So we're going to spend $7 on a route upgrade to be able to go to Denver. I'm looking at a passenger over here who wants to go to Denver. So even more. I'm not going to adjust the camera. Take my word for it. And I have $9 left. The best upgrades over here, as you can see, 4th and 5th, we're talking about $11, $13. Falling a little bit short, so I'm going to spend $2 on a seat upgrade because there's so many people over here. I don't know who I'm going to service when, so let me go get that seat upgrade. Okay. You got $2. You're not doing too much, but you are about to hand off some Orlando people over here, so that's going to work out for me. Or I keep on saying Orlando, it's O'Hare. All right, here we go.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Whew! Oh my goodness. Oh, I forgot. Real time. So I actually had it in my head to transfer the Atlanta passenger, but they're stuck, and you ended up just kind of going down there, picking up Miami. So the plus side is that I wiped the board because my planes are so powerful. Only one little anger cube, but I did not deliver Atlanta. Had room in it. I'm so mad. And we have 3 more cards left in the entire game. I'm not worried. My planes are mighty. I just cashed in a whole bunch of stuff over here, so I'm going to make this plane even mightier. Again, I didn't make the money transfer, so it's going to be all this plane, but that's going to be going over here. That next upgrade is 11 money. So that is going to be another speed upgrade. So now it is flying along at 7. Holy moly. and that seat got used. So this one clearly is going to Miami, and I do have some upgrades left. Won't need seats, thankfully. I don't have enough. It's only 6 for speed upgrades. This one needs to go a little bit faster, but let's see. And I do need to deliver as many passengers as possible. The way the end game scoring works is you lose a point, or for every 2 cars that are on planes or on the board, they go to the complaint pile. And if you get 3 complaint piles, then you lose. So this, if these 2 were not delivered, then one of them will go to the complaint pile. So I don't have anybody complaint pile yet. I played a really, really good game. So I'm not too worried about it, but, just got to be mindful. All right, second last round.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Done. Time. This one was only going for, man, my imbalanced planes are really affecting me. So able to deliver these 2. Still got some anger cubes over here. I might be able to pull off delivering the majority of these. A lot of them have to go to Atlanta. I do have 7 over here. So that's going to be this speed upgrade. And not you, but you are going to get the temporary speed upgrade. And I think that just does it. So let's see if I can execute what I have in mind.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
And time. So these 2 passengers did not get delivered. They are going to go to complaint pile as 1, but everybody else is delivered. My shattered planes have done it. That is a game of now boarding. I love this game. Now that we're at the end of the playthrough, I can tell you that the original game of the One Stop Co-op Shop, I had forgotten the initial upgrades, and you could see what a huge difference the initial upgrades make. So that's why I'm posting this new video. I recommend, if you're going to play, once again, to play with the VIPs just for an extra challenge. Man, what a great game. So that is my playthrough of Now Boarding. Please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel. One Stop Co-op Shop is a board gaming empire with YouTube and podcast and Discord and Patreon. We're all over the place. So really hope you enjoyed that. This is Jason reminding you that we're going to see you at the next stop.